Hello guys, so welcome to tonight's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I'm gonna start with tonight's show. I decided to put out the show early because of the match we did tonight. It gets 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time. So we'll open studio by 8:10 p.m. So we'll just run this one and take it out of the way. Now, Gyökeres going to talk say in title winning experience wey carry come for Arsenal. Na wetin dey help am for Arsenal because the stage wey we dey for Arsenal like this wey we dey pursue title race, e don experience am before for Portugal. So e dey really help am because Chris Whitley posted Victor Gyökeres on the title race. The last 2 years have been in quite similar situations fighting for titles with Sporting. Luckily, we managed to finish first in both times. So being in this position now with Arsenal, I think it's helping me. You get, and the thing are true because when you don't get that experience of what it means to lead the pack or what it means to chase, you don't get them. So he's not new to the game. So 100% for him, I agree. Now I saw Jimmy O'Hara. For context, Jimmy O'Hara no like Arsenal. Now, as for Sky Sports, they currently analyze our remaining games and Man City remaining games. So, in the opinion, say Man City will win all their games except Chelsea. They will draw Chelsea, they will beat everybody. Then we, in the opinion, say we go draw today game. Today game at the Amex Stadium. We go draw. Then the game against Manchester City, away, we go lose them. Then our last game, the final game against Crystal Palace, so we go draw. Na your own opinion be that. So if you hear all this kind of make you no go dey vex. Nobody has a monopoly of prediction or projections. You can also project and predict. Na normal level you get. But make we no lie, you see today game, in as much as Brighton know dey play behind the ball, but it is still a tricky game. Based on say, I don't think our players are 100% ready for this game because of fatigue. My own humble opinion. Now, doesn't mean we will not fight for this. We go fight. We go fight. Even if na set pieces, more just know that more carry the match. Once we just score, take the lead, you will see game management. Because Brighton are not really playing like 4 competitions as we are. Champions League up and down. Then just did the rest. So go dey easy, but I dey take solace in the fact that I don't play 10 men behind the ball. So it is supposed to look easy, right? Because after all, if they as hard as Chelsea now, or they as hard as North London Derby now, right? Yeah. We'll see how today match could be more just dey lucky because and that's you have to pray for his luck. So I dey wait that kind of 7:30 p.m. Nigerian time when the lineup will come and say make I see. And I also want to snoop into Man City's lineup make I see whether Eliana don't recover from a knee injury. Pep dey hold that information like secrets. No one tell anybody. He say, if he doesn't play this one, he's going to play the next game against Newcastle. So we are going to like see no one clear and they get important match for Champions League again when they come for front. Because Newcastle match and the cup, don't say we they play Mansfield, then they play Newcastle. So I don't know how they want to do this, but I want to see their lineup. Like I say, I don't want to say go. Now, I can't look goal.com. You get one Swiss newspaper, one media, with the right say they ask question: is this man ruining football? They're talking about Arsenal set piece coach Nicolas Jover, who sensationally is being targeted by foreign newspaper over football corner kick hype. Now, Arsenal set piece coach Nicolas Jover has been blamed for ruining football by a Swiss newspaper following a rise in goals from dead ball situations this season. The Gunners sit top of the Premier League table and are on course to win their first title since 2004, so long as they hold up the advances of Manchester City through their style of play under Mikel Arteta, which has been criticized. Now, when you dive deeper into the report, they got to talk say our approach is not attractive, but it is very, very effective. Jover receives backhanded compliments. So the Swift outlet, so they call Bleak, you get. So they ran an article on Monday, both in the newspaper and online, with the headline, "Is this man reading football?" They can't put Jover picture there. The piece features a series of stats and figures explaining the Premier League corner kick hype, including a competition high of 27.5% of goals off of dead ball situations this season. Now, the article then discusses, or rather accuses Jover, who reportedly receives a bonus every time Arsenal score from a set piece goal, of masterminding one seemingly simple tactic. It continues. Now, players close down the goalkeeper in the 6-yard box so that he virtually has no chance of reaching the sharply delivered crosses which is either flicked onto the near post or headed back into the middle and or the far post you get. Now, in all this criticism, I still no see wetin Jover do wrong. Now they come dey bring out one video about Mikel Arteta, wey dey ask Arteta. I think this should be recent. They ask Arteta say, Baba, shey na true say Jover gets bonus for every corner kick goal wey we score? Arteta say no comment, say no answer, no comment. Now, apart from this one, there's another video wey dey trend far back, wey dey come dey ask Arteta about our set piece. I think early this season, Arteta come tell the interviewer say, dis set pieces wey you dey see, dis our prowess. He say, oh, we are very successful. We don dey plan am for 5 years. 5 years. We don dey plan to make sure say we are dominant in this set piece, this corner kick, gong, because it's an avenue to score. So I saw that video, I was like, wow. I no be lie. I think I've reported that video long time ago. Now, away from that, one of the Arsenal invisibles, Jeremy Aladire, when he talks, say nobody could do a better job than Mikel Arteta. Even if we bottle the league, make dem no sack Mikel Arteta because he no feel say anybody go fit do a better job. Arsenal determined to shake nearly men's star because now nearly we are the bridegroom and don't want to be the bride. Now nearly, so they try to see how would it change this scenario. Should Arteta stay, even if Arsenal miss out on silverware, it gets. So now your own arguments. You see, because the beginning of the season, for the beginning of the season, we tell Arsenal fans say by March we go see the challenge for 4 trophies for everything. Hang on a minute, it's perfect, right? We could have been out of 2 cups already and or 3. We could be out of everything and we are still challenging at the top level as well. We are not challenging for 6-7 points of the top. No, we are top with 5 points clear. You get, which could be two of the Champions League. I know screenshot everything finish. But the Coco be say is a strong advocate for Arteta not be sacked. So top of the Champions League, and we got a nice draw that we are capable of going through and going all the way. Good draw for the FA Cup and the final of the Carabao Cup. For me, it's already a massive success. And I know you want to win trophies, and I do believe we will by the end of the season. For me, there's no doubt that Mikel is the right man, and he will keep improving and keep getting that team and that squad better. I can't see anyone else coming in and doing a better job. Now, the truth is, this statement is valid in as much as we win trophies. If we don't win trophies, the fans, obviously, there will be a minority of the fans that want Arteta to be fired. That's the truth. Because I've seen that majority of the fan base, even for this our community, majority want Arteta to still stay. Majority trust Arteta, not just minority. Nine be say that they come at Arteta if we don't win the league. It will take a whole lot for the management to come and say they want sack Arteta because, like I've said earlier, trophies are not the only metrics of success. If they hear reports say they make money, like so they make money, give the babanla money. Arteta and the boys they make money for the owners. So that's another way we are financially sufficient to keep this club alive, run the club very, very well, pay our expenditures, and still have something to keep in the bank. So on one hand, that's another metric of success. Go and look at Chelsea, go and look at the financial outlay, look at losses of over 300 and something million. Our own losses not even reach 20 million. So on one end, now metric of success, but who does it benefit? Not me, not you, but to the owners. So this way I like the ready talk. I don't think many fans get go really. I will just end it with when we get to the bridge, you cross it. Oh wait till the end of the season. Mokosha win something first. I don't want the preempt. More just chill. Now, Mansfield boss. What they hope say VAR wey dem go use for the 5th round of this FA Cup tie. Say e no go spoil the match. Oh, you get. Now, for context, this man dey talk some kind. I personally think maybe he's ignorant because some of the things wey him talk, I no fit even believe say a football coach go dey talk like that. Like say na we dey control VAR. Na the way the man say am o. Say make VAR no come dey. In fact, make I dive into the report make I see wetin Baba dey talk. When you read this particular report from the ESPN, Mansfield boss Nigel Claw does not want VAR to influence his side's fairy tale FA Club clash with Arsenal on Saturday. The much maligned video review system has been brought in for all 5th round ties this weekend. You know, for the 4th round, you know the 3rd round, they bring out for the 5th round. Now, the League One side have only used 2022 League Two playoff. Cloak on the talk say we had it in the playoff defeat against Port Vale. That's the only time we've experienced it in the last 5.5 years. I think if you play the early rounds without it, I don't think you should need it at this point. It might give them a small advantage because they certainly know how it works. When I see this particular statement, I was like, shey this man know what to be VAR. How is VAR giving us an advantage? What if to say, because nobody has a crystal ball to know what to go happen for this match. What if to say now need the penalty wey VAR go need to check to say, okay, this is a penalty for Mansfield. Why are you making it look like now only us go benefit? VAR na for everybody. You get? So this intake already don't make me understand say you don't know how VAR dey works, which is sad for a coach. How do you come out and say if they no use am for the previous round, make dem no use am now, and it might give us now a small advantage because they certainly know how it works. Even if you don't know the reason for una league, doesn't mean you don't really know what VAR is. You don't know how it works. Now Arsenal na be the people dey there with the like. Well, I just hope there's no controversy with it, and there has been, as there has been in the first 6 months of this season, and it's decided by good play on the pitch rather than somebody having a look at the television screen. Baba, no matter how much you want to talk about VAR, VAR has done more good than harm. Yes, nobody can gaslight me. Now, VAR could play a role at set pieces, given the Gunners have raised the bar. Now, ESPN got to talk this one because say they will take the play our corner. VAR become the evidence, say foul too much. Now, VAR could play a role at set pieces, given the Gunners have raised the bar this season with a new style of corners where they flood the goal line and box the opposition goalkeepers. Whatever Arsenal have been doing, people will copy as well. Now, they talk this one because it is so successful to a certain degree. But then, even if you want copy Arsenal, you know get Saliba, you know get Magales. People will be saying, now then go jump, put their head. So, but they can certainly try and emulate it and cause problems in the same sort of way at our level. But how do they do it? But how they do it is incredibly efficient and successful. So it's a big part of the game. Now, also, we just do our best we can. We just do our best we can in terms of the goalkeeper. He has to help us out with a little punch or a catch and now and again. And the other most important thing is don't give corners away. In fact, if you can help, don't give corners away. Do everything you can not to give them the chance to put a set piece in there. When I first read this report, I just did laugh because it was hilarious. Say maybe they don't give us now any chance to play corner. You get. So people go to look and say, yes, he's actually been proactive, blah, blah, blah. Nobody say, ask and the plan, say, okay, let's go and get a corner. We want square play. You put your leg, this thing go corner. That's just it. Now, I don't know if it makes any much that much difference. I can't see them playing too many players, and no be lie, because in the talk say Arsenal go play against Brighton. Then by the time they'll come play this man, they'll be like 3 days later, Arsenal go play like a second field team. So you don't know whether that one will see help them. You get, so he's spot on in that. So yes, Arsenal go rest players against them. Now, away from that, so the BBC College talk say actually when you look at the mentality, it is better to be chased than to be the one chasing other people. You can say Arsenal they in actually the right space and they can't stop putting Alan Shearer talk in the past. Now Alan Shearer say it's better to be chased, you get, because during their own time when he also win the league with Blackburn Rovers, you get, they were chasing them, and last they don't catch them because if you are being chased, now you hold everything, now you hold the knife, now you hold the yam, you get. Just win all your own games, you don't win the league. Forget what anybody they do again. You have no business with them. More quickly, bringing message from some of our sponsors in Mobile World Associates and Co Limited, Lens Construction Services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shop protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you call them on +234 8064642234, and they're located at number 7 Ekenwo Road or Razi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of the services, please do reach out to them. Also, I'm going to bring you a message from Leaders Educational Services and Tours Limited. If you want to study and live in the United Kingdom, They can help you facilitate it and you go and do your master's there with your family. May and September 2026 intake is ongoing. They can help you with admission assistance, show you exciting courses, work study opportunities, visa processing. Just apply today. So if you want to call them, their number is 091 or 00659 and their office address is shop 20627 Road 5 beside Stanbic Bank, Ikota Shopping Complex by VGC Lekki Ajah, Lagos State, Nigeria. So if you get any interest, call them. The number is at the bottom of the screen. Now, our match we were supposed to play with Man City on the 18th of April has been moved to the 19th of April, 4:30 p.m. UK time, and I believe 5:30 p.m. Nigerian time. You get, and some other matches go they moved, depend on how the Champions League they go. The more we qualify, the more calendar will clash. The more they go they reschedule some kind of games. That one said day. Now, in fact, the way I take to analyze all these things, I get many things to say, but because of time, I just short now. Now, Sky Sports Football, Michael Carrick called the talk say you can't rule out anything in football based on title, but we have to be realistic. In the talk whether Man U will win the league this season. On one end, you can't rule anything out of football. On another end, you want to be realistic. It don't really make any sense. If you really want to be realistic, you're going to say Man U will win the league this season. How? How you want to do it? How many points are you behind Arsenal? How many points are you behind Man City? So Arsenal, Man City will just lose. Only you go kind of win all your games. You can't go win the league. That's not being realistic. So if you really want to be realistic, go talk and say it's not possible. Away from that, so upon they get breaking news, say Jurgen Klopp might leave Red Bull at the end of the season to become available. Maybe go coach Real Madrid. I don't really know sure, but more just the watch because they say that they get problem with all those Red Bull hierarchy. Now, the Athletic, the Aston Arm, the Gunners blog, for the post say Declan Rice and Matheus Cunha have run a combined 596 kilometers for Arsenal this season, which is why Arteta trusts them. They are so vital. You get, they will fight. You get, that's why Arteta like to use them. He's committed to using them, but he also should commit to resting them because that's the question they are asking. So these two, they are putting in a lot of work for the team. Virgil van Dijk also don't come as a say Champions League is going to be very key for Liverpool because if they don't get Champions League, it go hard for them to sign players at the end of the day. And all of us know say that one day 100% valid. You get, if once summer transfer window don't reach, anybody don't get Champions League, I want to attract the best of the best players. Also, I'm going to bring you a message from Dove and Dove International Academy in conjunction with Dove Football Academy and Itidia Sports Spain presents New York Youth World Challenge. They invite you to participate in the first ever organized tournament for kids and family in the history of the World Cup. Dove and Dove International Academy have been handed the privilege to represent Nigeria at the first ever organized tournament for kids and family at the World Cup coming up in New York City, USA, July 2026. This serves as an invitation to indicate interest as an individual under 10 and 12 ages, plus opportunity for parents to participate in this prestigious tournament and tour. If interested, call +234 806686 6665 or +234 81 5628 2562 to get started. The travel cost per child is 5.5 million and registration closes 15th of March 2026. So if you get any interest, make you just call them ASAP. So the biggest news of the night, number first, UK they say the title winning experience when you get to Sporting, it did really help them for Arsenal. With that being said, I think it's a fine place for us to call channels that come your way a later tonight for the match you have to play up Brighton at the Amex Stadium. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night. Not night. All right, guys. See you guys later. Just make a rush everything sharp.